Let's go. Welcome. We're live and cut and direct. So welcome, motivators. It is time to motivate. It is time to go live and talk about something very important. Our parents. Now this topic, it might scare you a little bit. You might think it might be a little bit boring for you, talking about parents. But that just tells me you're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? If you think this topic right here, talking about parents, is boring or scares you or whatever, you're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? This video right here is very important. It's about parents. Right? It's about how parents go living when you fuck up. A lot of times parents are good. You know what I mean? They're good parents. They might not be perfect. They might not be great. But they might be good parents. And you might have fucked it all up, Holmes. You know what I mean? So before I continue, I want to welcome everybody. Comment below. Hit that bell icon. Share and like the video. Subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? It only helps the channel grow. But back to the point. The topic of today is basically how many good parents cry alone. See, you fucked up. A lot of you may have fucked up big time, Holmes. And your parents, they're suffering. Your parents may be crying. Your parents may be going, day by day, just thinking of how fucked up life has been, so hard, you know what I mean? How stressful, because the children fucked up. Now, if you got parents who are fucked up, excuse me for my language, but it's a very important topic. I'm passionate about it. But if you got children, with bad parents who, messed up their whole life. In other words, you can't really mess up someone's whole entire life. You could ruin, someone's childhood, give them like post-traumatic syndrome and grow up with sad memories. That you can do. But once you mature and once you get the help, once you're aware that the help is there, and then when you know for a fact that you got these people helping you and motivating you to, your family or your friends, those who really care about you, when you got that team, then there should be no excuses for you to bounce back up. You could carry all this pain with you, but that's a whole different video. This video right here is when you got good parents. Just imagine your parents, man. Have you ever made your parents cry? Have you ever made your parents mad? Have you ever done something so bad that your parents got this hurt inside of them? There's the reason I'm making this particular video, because it broke my heart today, and it breaks my heart just about every day when I see this. How many times I see parents of my homies or of people that, maybe I might have not gotten along, at one point, and they're walking around my neighborhood, because I'm still in the same neighborhood. And their children are either locked up, dead, or on the run, or drug addicts. When it breaks my heart. When I see these parents walking in the street and they're getting older and tired, the smiles have gone away. And if you talk to them, hey, how are you doing? They might get a little happy to see you because you might have been, doing okay right now, you know what I mean? But they remember you from back in the day. But they're glad to see you, at least doing okay. But you ask to see how they're doing, and they're sad, The joy is gone. There is no, you can see how the wrinkles have basically took over their entire face. Gravity has pushed down on their shoulders, and you're locked up, homie. Or you're fucking around, or you're out there all drugged out, drunk, starting shit. Whatever you're doing, causing your parents all this pain. They were good parents. They're good parents, but you damn near ruined them. You ruined their American dream. You ruined, they might have came here from a different country. They might have been born here. They might have just believed in the American dream, that if they work hard enough, if they form a family, they believed in love and unity. And let's say you fucked around, Holmes. You got yourself locked up or something, Holmes. Or you're out there on the run, or you're starting shit, or you're on probation, or you're doing things that are just affecting your parents. They're worried about you. You're out there partying every day. Right now with this whole COVID thing, this might be a blessing to a lot of parents. But this is the topic of today, but I made some bullet points. We're going to go over the topic again. We're going to come back around. But some of the bullet points that I made, that I put on the side, for some of you who might not be, recognizing the fact that you're hurting your parents. Or you might have forgotten that you did hurt your parents at one point, and you're not really doing anything to make it up. You know what I mean? You might be locked up right now. You might know people who are all locked up, and you see their parents out there alone. So, you know what I mean? So this video, this basically for all of that, we could apply this to all our way of thinking. And not just jail, not just, it could be death. It could be, for example, sickness. It could be a cancer, or it could be, an overdose, or it could be a gang, or it could be, maybe just you buy a house somewhere else and you move out of the state, or I don't know, whatever. Just separate yourself from your parents, basically. When they're good parents. I'm talking about the good parents. This video is about the good parents, right? This video is about parents who deserve to be loved. And I'm asking the question, do you love your parents? And how do you show that love? How are you showing the love for your parents if they deserve it? Is it a yeah, whatever, raid their fridge? Or do you actually give them a hug? Do you talk to them? Do you sit down with them? Do you have a conversation? Do you participate in a daily activity? Maybe not every day, because you got things, but you understand what I'm saying? Are you there for them? And if you're not, if you're locked up, if you're away, if you're with your bitches and hoes, or maybe you're a good man working every day, taking care of your family, but you might have forgotten about your parents, Toms, and they're alone. And if something were to happen to them, if somebody were to break in their house, where the fuck are you going to be at? What are you going to do? How do you know they'll be taken care of? And what happens if you're gone for whatever reason? Or they can't trust you because you're a piece of shit. Right? And their only companion is either pops or moms to each other, right? Let's say your pops, God forbid, he dies. Or what if he did die and your mom's alone? Now she can't depend on you. She can't hug anybody, huh? She's crying alone, and she wish she could hug her baby, but her baby's locked up, probably doing life and shit, maybe doing 10 years, right? And pops just died. And you still got about 6-7 years to go, homie. And they might be hurting you inside. You might be fucking down for your shit. You might be in the GP yard like we all did, you know what I mean? But it's fucking whatever. But what about those even who PC'd out? You know what I mean? I don't want, this really doesn't, I don't know, man. I was going to say this don't apply to you, but this maybe applies to you even more. Because that life was not for you. What the fuck are you doing in the PC yard, in the SY yards? What the fuck are you doing chickening now, right? What the fuck are you doing right now? If this life was not for you, if that life was not meant for you, if you were not built for that type of shit, right? What the fuck are you doing in those type of yards, Holmes? When your parents out there are suffering, crying, and you're in those fucking piece of shit fucking yards, Holmes. Right? Because that life wasn't for you. You weren't down for that kind of soldier shit. That mentality, you know what I mean, of what it takes. That's what it takes, homie. That's what it takes to make it all the way. That's what it takes. But you motherfuckers out there don't want to go all the way. You just want to take the shortcut, but it gets too scary. And then you're checking out the life ain't for you, but your parents are suffering. You should have fucking thought that before you went in on their homes. Now you wasted everybody's time. Now you wasted everybody's time, even yourself. You know what I mean? Now you're out there, in a different country, maybe in a different state, in a different city, maybe in your own city, unemployed, broke, right? No home. What about your children? What about, maybe, the point of getting divorced, or maybe you are divorced, or I don't know, your children live with another person. There's a lot of scenarios here, homie. It doesn't have to be just about one part. It could be about everything. I'm talking about when you fucked up, when you hurt your parents. I mean, you're hurting them, homies. When they can't depend on you, they're getting older and older. And I'm just talking about what if something happened? What if they're walking down the street and some racist motherfucker or to say some shit to your parents. And I'm not just talking about like white people. There could be an old white couple walking down the street. You know what I mean? What if there's like, I don't know, maybe some racist Asians or some racist black people or some racist Mexicans or some racist Latinos, you know, saying fuck the white people or whatever. And then there goes a poor old little, you know, old lady walking or an old man getting harassed and shit. And you're out there thinking you're a badass, but you can't do shit. What if your pops just got fired, Holmes, because he's too old to keep working? What if your mom, what if she got fired? What if she's working and she gets fired, or maybe she's too old and she can't, you know what I mean? You could be providing for her and shit, bro. And you're out there all fucking it all up, Holmes. Or risking everything to get arrested, Holmes. Hanging with the homies. Or thinking, you know, I mean, I'll be cool. I could probably, you know, do some shit like what they do out there in Cali and fucking grow me a ton of weed and salad and I'll be sad. Like, nah, Holmes, come on, man. You don't know nothing about that, Holmes. And the competitive market, shit. The connection's already filled. It's already been plugged. That's what they call it, a plug. That's what they call it, a plug. It's been plugged up already, Holmes. You're just gonna try to step on people's feet. All you gotta do is either gonna get killed, right? You're gonna be fucking either be on the run from the police, or you're gonna be locked up. Plain and simple. Because you can't play with the big boys. You can't play with the big boys. So what the fuck you trying to do? Play with the big boys, but you don't even know how to play the ball game, homie. And then you're gonna fucking chicken out and PC out. You know what I mean? Do some weird ass shit, you know, try to change your life in there and everything. You should have just thought about that shit before you went in. But you're making everybody look bad. Right? With your dumb ass shit. Right? This is going out to all the good parents out there, man. Man, you know how many parents I've seen suffering out there, crying, Holmes? I know they cry. You could tell because they got all the crusty, you know, like salty type of, you know, when teardrops fucking dry, Holmes, you could see it in the corner of their eyes, even streaks coming down, and it's dried up. So you know they've been crying, and they've been so depressed. You know what I mean? They probably don't even brush their teeth and shit, huh? You know what I mean? They look all raggedy, going to work, you know, dragging feet. Maybe they've been working hard. Just no joy left, Holmes. No joy, all sad, because their baby girl, their baby boy is out there locked up, homie. Doing time or on the run or drugged out or just fucking up in life, just hanging out with the wrong crowd. Maybe you got children. Instead of being with your children, your parents are taking care of your children because you're out there fucking around thinking you're gangbangy. Now you think you're cool, you know, now you think you're part of the hood and you know, you experience one crazy shit. Like, come on, man, that's not life. Like, that's your thrills right there. That you know what I mean? It's like, who's raising your children? Fuck, you know what I mean? You know who the fuck raised you. Who the fuck is raising your children? Oh, okay, yeah. You know your parents are good, so now, you know, old ass people got to raise some babies and shit. Start all over when they can't even pick up, you know, bend over and tie their shoes. Now they got to fucking pick up your baby and shit every fucking day, everywhere they go. And I mean, come on, man, what the fuck is that? And after all the shit you put them through, you know what I mean? I ain't perfect, Holmes. I put my parents through some fucking hell. I put my parents through hell. You know what I mean? When I'm talking about worried about me. When I was out there in the streets and doing my shit, you know, hustling, you know, taking care of my responsibilities. Yeah, they were fucking worried like a motherfucker, Humps. You know what I mean? But right now, the only thing that I can show them is that I'm an OG, Humps. It's like, hey, look, you raised a real OG. You raised somebody who is a real OG. You know what I mean? And now I'm getting my PhD. I'm just a man who's been on top of the game, you know, because I'm competitive. And I established myself for respect and morals and dignity and my standards, you know what I mean? And I'm old school like that. I'm traditional. I'm a conservative. I'm a true conservative. So they see, yeah, okay. See, your parents, you know, they just like you don't choose your parents. You don't choose your parents. Right? You're born in this world, and the parents you have are the parents you had, homie. That's it. And you got to work with it. Work with what you got. But parents also got the same thing, homie. You know what I mean? They could be good parents and they could try to teach you everything, try to show you about working hard, working smart, going to school, the value of school, the value of hard work. You know what I mean? The value of a marriage, the value of love and respect, you know, the value of compassion, all these great things. But some children they're just fucked up, you know, or you know, they could be born, you know, some more calm, some more aggressive, some handicapped. You know, some can be born without an arm or a leg, blind, deaf. You know, they don't choose that, bro. It's just destiny. You know? So just like you couldn't choose your parents. Your parents couldn't really choose the way you really were gonna come out once you made your own decisions. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, maybe Charles Manson. You guys ever heard of Charles Manson, right? That that serial killer, Charles Manson. I'm pretty sure his parents didn't raise Charles Manson to be a fucking serial killer, right? They probably taught him how to be a good kid, and this motherfucker just went nuts, experimenting with some crazy ass drugs, some crazy ass people. Try to, I don't know, did just whatever the fuck happened to that dude's fucking brain, and you know what I mean? Like the Columbine kids, right? The Columbine kids. I'm pretty sure their parents didn't teach them how to fucking go shoot up a school and shit. Every fucking cholo in the neighborhood, Holmes, killed somebody. Every thug, every gangster, every blood and crip. I'm pretty sure their parents didn't. I'm talking about good parents. They didn't teach them how to be runners and shit. You know what I mean? Riders, transporters, drug dealers. You know what I mean? Whatever, Holmes. Gangbangers and all that shit. They weren't teaching you that, Holmes. That's just the way you came out from this mother. Because society takes a big part in this motherfucking world, Holmes. Society grabs you. It's bound to tempt you. Whatever society, social media, mainstream media, out in public, you know what I mean? It's bound to tempt you. And whatever grabs your, I don't know, your attention span, whatever tickles your ass, you know what I mean? Whatever the fuck makes you laugh, Holmes. Whatever the fuck is out there in this motherfucking world, Holmes. Your parents cannot control that. Either you're going to be a good person or a fucking criminal, or you're going to be some kind of weirdo, right? But when you're a good person, I'm not saying you have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, Holmes. But a good person, is a good person. Not no fucking perverted motherfucker trying to tell the whole world what your gender is. You think your parents get all fucking like, man, I didn't teach my child how to tell the whole fucking world what their gender, like what their sexual preference is, like waving the flag. This is my sexual preference, and I'm proud of it. I've been dressing like, come on, man. You don't think that they didn't teach you that shit, Holmes? Just because you want to come out of the closet, you know what I mean? Just weird old fucking shit. You know what I mean? But when the fuck has society ever said that being a clown, dressing like a clown, really looking like a clown is actually what society expects for it to continue, thriving and progressing? Because we don't expect the president of the United States of America 20 years from now to look like Tekashi 6ix9ine, for crying out loud. That's just facts, right? We could all agree that 20 years from now, we don't want a guy that looks like Tekashi 6ix9ine in office. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that rainbow hair and tattoos in the face. That's just not what America wants to see in their president when it comes to, national security, going to war against China, Russia, trying to invade us, and you got motherfucking Tekashi 6ix9ine out there ratting everybody out. Rainbow hair. You think they're gonna take you serious on rainbow hair as a motherfucking president? Think about it. These motherfuckers ain't built for that shit, skinny jean kind of shit, Holmes. You really want to see a president with skinny jeans, Holmes? And that's what pisses me off. A lot of motherfuckers, this is the new trend, Holmes. This is a new style. Not everybody's gonna say Holmes. Not everybody's gonna say this and that. Now we're gonna say nigga. Now we're gonna say nigga. Like, what the fuck? Because you ain't black. And I don't give a fuck if you're not using the ER at the end of that fucking NWA version. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. You ain't black. That's not for you to use. And I told everybody, you probably heard of your parents. Your parents don't even speak English, and you're talking about nigga. All right? Yo, my nigga, let me tell you something. My mom right there, you know what I'm saying, huh? You know what I mean, dog? Like, what the fuck is that, bro? You're mocking black people. And any black person out there, you should be running papers on these motherfuckers. Hey, we got to go to your house and see how your mom talks. We got to see how your mom, how your dad talks, how your uncle speak, right? How your neighbors speak. And if nobody around you speaks like that, then you're mocking us, right? You're mocking. We should get you. It's like, can you imagine all of a sudden, Holmes, some white people, hey, Holmes, hey, check this out, Holmes. Let me tell you something, Holmes. Like, this start fucking, hey, let me tell you something. Out there with the hood, hey, Vato, hey, check this out, Holmes. And like, what? And they're black and they're white. And then you go to their house and none of them speak like that. It's just them. They're mocking you. So, you can't go up to some white people be like, you gnarly dudes, like tubular man, you like catching waves and shit, you know what I mean? Like, what's up, bro? They'll fucking sock you in the face, Holmes. Right? They'll sock you in the face. So what's the difference? What's the difference? Go up to some cowboy, yee-haw, bro. You know what I mean? Yee-haw, bro. Bubba Jeans and all that, Billy Jean, yee-haw. Yeah, they'll fucking kick your ass. You know what I mean? Yeehaw, partner. Well, cowboy up, partner. Yeehaw. They'll fuck you up. So why you gonna be like, yo, nigga, what's up, man? You shoot the car, you know, the car. What's up, bro? Right? How do you think your parents are feeling? Speaking that stupid garbage like a clown, mocking people. Go up to some Chinese people. Go up to some Chinese people, right? Go up to the triads and shit, right? Go to these Asian neighborhoods and shit, and be some ching chong hang chong king yang. Now, let me see how you can get your ass kicked. Right? Go up to some Muslim people. Right, it's start fucking saying some weird shit, mocking Muslims, mocking their religion, or see if they don't get your head chopped off. So why the fuck you have to talking that nigga shit? No, that's not a new trend, homie. That's just you being a clown, and you think it's cool, and it's not cool, because we don't want to see the future like that. That's why you're hurting your parents. That's why you're hurting society. That's why you're hurting yourself, homie. You're hurting yourself. Trying to fake it. You can't fake it to make it. You can't, unless you're a clown, unless you're a comedian. I mean, I could understand that. Don't get me wrong. But claim what you are. Don't admit what you are. But don't try to lie. It's the new trend. It's the new way. Like, nah, that's no new way. It's not a new way. That's not a new way. Because back in the day, we had that too. Back in the day, we had that shit too. And we used to call them fakers, posers, wannabes, right? What's changed? I mean, we had them too back then. We had Vanilla Ice back then. We know, you know what I mean? We had Eminem back then. We know. We had who else do we have back in the days? Come on, we had this all back in the day in the history. We had in the 30s Mexicans trying to be white. In the 1900s, we had Asians trying to be white. In the 1700s, we had black people trying to be white. Right? We've always had these fake wannabe posers, these fucking idiots, these sellouts. What has changed? What has changed? If throughout history, this shit has always been in existence, motherfuckers just trying to be like who they're not, trying to be somebody else, trying to sell out. What do we call them nowadays? What do we call them? The new trend. Okay, the new trend. Well, that doesn't really fit. This is how, no, it doesn't really fit because it's a repeated offense. It's a repeated cycle. It's a repeated pattern, Holmes. We see it a million times throughout history. When the motherfucking Spaniards came to the Aztecs, we had a bitch named La Malinche. Well, I mean, as the story says, it's hypothetically, I shouldn't have said that because in reality, I mean, it was like the traders, the indigenous people betrayed their own land. They sided with the Europeans, and that's how they were able to defeat the Aztecs. But in general, they call it the Malinche, the Malinche people. But when you focus and study the history of La Malinche, she was basically a child used and abused by these weirdo, rapists and thieving, murdering conquistadors, right? So we got to be fair. So that's why I had to kind of retract and correct myself in that particular historical statement when it comes to my culture, my people, right? But basically what I'm talking about is throughout history, we had always seen people sell out, always working with the other side, always trying to make their culture, their ethnicity, even their religion, their own gender, for crying out loud. We'll just throw it away just to please $1 or $2, because there's always some, I don't know, some weirdo benefit that you think you're gonna get, from selling out. You try to join, maybe try to sell drugs because you want to make money, and then it's always some beneficial. You're trying to join a gang, I don't know, for some, some economic reason. If you're doing it for free for some dumbass shit, then you're an idiot, right? Yeah, but you go to work to get a paycheck. You see what I'm saying? When you get into some kind of legal dispute, you go to the courts for some recompensation, some money, you know what I mean? You try to sue a motherfucker, right? It's all about money. It's all about money. It's all about money. So basically, I kind of stayed rambling on this particular bullet point, but let me go down on the bullet points because it was very, I kind of went through it more than just summarize what I was going to go over. But let me go to the next particular bullet point, which basically fits what I'm going over with, right? Do you want to make your parents happy? Do you want to make your parents happy? Do you want to see them happy? If you're locked up, do you want to come back out and maybe spend the last times with them, making them happy? At least having can they hold you one more time before they die? If you're in the streets, if you're all drunk or a drug addict, can you at least clean yourself up for good and try to live and try to do good? And so that when they die, they can at least know you kicked the habit. You know what I mean? You got your shit together. Are you ever gonna do that for your parents? Are you ever gonna do anything to fix what you broke? Are you ever gonna at least make them proud instead of just always being worried? Because how can your parents be proud of you if they're worried about you? Like, I'm always worried. These motherfuckers always in the street, or he's always partying with all these different women. What if he gets an STD, right? What if he fucking dies from AIDS and shit? Or, if you're an alcoholic, what if you get into a car accident and die? Or what if you fucking out there with the gangs or the crime, you get arrested and you're there for good? You know what I mean? Or what if you're just an abusive family member? What if you're abusing your wife and now your parents are embarrassed? They don't even know what the fuck to do with you. What kinds of weird shit, right? What kinds of weird shit, bro? They're worried about you. How can they be proud about you when they're worried about you? So what are you going to do to make them proud? If they've always been worried, if they feel sad about you, if they feel like, man, poor child, you know what I mean? You're always making excuses why, you can't make it, and they're just looking at you like, yeah, you're damn near handicapped, but you've never been handicapped. Even if you got a little bit of handicapness, there's no excuses, because I've seen a bunch of real handicapped motherfuckers out there hustling. I see some real motherfucking handicapped folk out there doing, some putting in the work, Holmes. Solid work, right? So no excuse. You can't get fucking shit. I see motherfuckers in wheelchairs on putting in work. I see my shit, and I'm talking about like legit legal ways too, Holmes. Their own business, they got their own cars and shit, Holmes. They got to go to work. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? Shit, they don't hold them back. So when I see motherfuckers like, oh, I got this, so just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Just weirdo motherfuckers, Holmes. Putting your parents through all this stress. Always, one day they're going to pass away, maybe they gone. You couldn't do shit about it. All right? You couldn't do shit about it. Maybe you got one parent left. At least do it for that parent. And if you got both of them gone, Holmes, then fuck, Holmes. At least do it for their memory. You know what I mean? At least do it for their memory. So, how will you remember your parents? Excuse me. Right? It's a touchy subject, Holmes. I wouldn't deny, if I get a little choked up, just talking about this. Trying to remember about what I've seen lately, you know what I mean? Parents suffering because they can never, you know what I mean? They know their children are alive, but they can never hold them because they're doing time, homie. You know what I mean? That shit broke my heart, Holmes. Talking to them, always, bro. I see them once in a while. I talk to them. I see other parents. Some are doing okay, but when you see those who are doing really bad, bro, and you ask how they've been, it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse and worse. And now they're truly alone because the husband died and the lady's alone. Like, damn, I didn't know that. Homie's locked up and shit, Holmes. Like, damn, they got nobody. The lady's alone, Holmes. Been like that for like a couple of months already, bro. You know what I mean? Shit like that, bro. It just breaks my heart, Holmes. It breaks my heart, Holmes. Even though they're well off, even though some parents might be well off, because the homes take care of the parents. You know what I mean? They got their own house and shit. They got money. They got to worry about no bills in sometimes cases. You know what I mean? But they're alone, bro. Fucking shit, man. That could have been you. Could have been me. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, Holmes. And I remember, The biggest stretch I ever did was 2 years, Holmes. But 2 years ain't shit compared to life. You know what I mean? A couple of months here and there, and some other occasions, and a few other days and months, and you know, and like that. All that shit, just visiting times, like all that shit don't count. My 2 year stretch, Holmes, you know, that shit ain't nothing compared to motherfuckers doing 10 years, 20 years, life, picking up time and shit. Like, damn, Holmes, they're never gonna hold their moms. Like, they're never gonna hold their parents anymore, bro. Or their children, you know. I mean, we're not talking about the parents, but you know, I'm gonna make a video about the children. I think I made one before about the children. I'm gonna make another one about the children. But now it just goes to the parents, Holmes. A lot of motherfuckers are, you know, fucking around. Yeah, you got your kids all alone out there. No parents. Can't even. Got a nightmare. Probably get an accident. You know, maybe on the skateboard. You know, hurt their ankle or something. They got to go to a doctor. They're crying, and who's gonna pick them up and take them, bro? If you're not there, bro, read them a story. Hug them. You know, hug them until they go to sleep, and you take them to the room, watching a movie with them, and they see all these things that my kids told me, Holmes. Because I've been through this shit, Holmes. I'm a survivor of this fucking game, Holmes. And a lot of people didn't make it because they didn't want to listen, Holmes. They didn't pay attention. Or luck just wasn't on their way, you know what I mean? But a lot of you have, you know, still a lot of chance and shit, man. And a lot of you might not even be going through some shit, you know, just listening to this, like whatever, Holmes. But I guarantee you, there might be 1 or 2 people out there listening to this, Holmes, and they might be fucking up. And they'll be like, hopefully they snap out of it, Holmes. And just think about their parents. You know, how are your parents gonna be when they get all alone, walking around the earth, bro? Carrying the grocery bags, looking at the ground as they walk. Go to the car, Holmes. They open it. It's not even locked. They didn't even lock it, bro. The crazy ass neighborhood like that. Everybody locks their car. And they're just walking around like whatever, bro. They don't even care. Crossing the street. You know, they hardly even fucking turn left or right if a car's coming. They just go by the ear. I don't hear a car coming. I'm just gonna, because they're just thinking about you. They're just thinking about you, bro. You know how many parents I seen on a daily basis, and their kids are all fucking drugged out, bro. Drunk. Out of their mind, drunk, drugged out in the street, just bumming it. Just lost causes. And parents are suffering, trying to work, trying to make $1, and motherfuckers out there like bumming in the streets. I'm just like bumming it, like not even hustling. I'm talking about bumming it, just bumming, bro, just bumming it. Motherfuckers bumming, and parents out there hustling, going to work and cooking and cleaning and doing. And these motherfuckers are bumming it, bro, just bumming it, bro. The fuck, Holmes? How will you remember your parents? And how will your parents remember you if this is going on? Some of the bullet points that I wrote down here on the side. You know what I mean? If you're bumming it. Let me go with the next bullet point here. It says, what can we do to help good parents? You know what I mean? What can we do to help good parents? There's a lot of good parents out there suffering, man. There's a lot of motherfuckers just fucked up, bro. Best thing to do is pay them a visit if you can. You know what I mean? Talk to them. Words of encouragement. I know you can't bother them. You can't be there. You're not their children. You're not there to fix their problems. They know that. You know what I mean? But the best way you could fix it, if you were maybe a former friend of this person, maybe you do good. You do good for those who can't be doing good anymore because they fucked up so bad that they're just lost causes, or maybe they're dead, maybe they're locked up, maybe they're just, you know, way past beyond the addiction that they just future homeless people. You know, you could definitely see it in them. You know what I mean? It'll damn near take God interventing, you know what I mean, to change their life at that point. So what can you do if you know people like that? Maybe they're in your, maybe you have a brother like this, a cousin like this, you know, so you want to be the one doing good so your parents could at least see you, you know, or your uncles could see you. You're like, damn, at least my nephew did good, you know what I mean? Or your neighbors, like, I know, at least my son's homie is doing good, you know what I mean? At least my homegirl's homie is doing good, or you know what I mean? Some shit like that. At least you do good. That's what you could do to help those parents first, because you're not there to solve their problems. Unless you're rich and wealthy and you want to just fucking, kick some fucking money on the side and be like, here you go, man, don't worry about it. At least don't, whatever, Holmes. That's a whole different story, right? That's a whole different thing. But I'm talking about if you're going to be doing that, kicking some money to the side and be, hey, there you go, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? I got you, you know what I mean? That means you did good in life. Right? At least you did, one way or another, you're doing good. I mean, if you're doing that, at least you're doing good. But if you're doing bad in that criminal enterprise, and those parents know that you're doing bad, they don't want your stinking ass money, your bloody money, your dirty money. They're gonna throw it back in your face. They're not gonna be scared of who you are. They're gonna be like, fuck you, little dude. I don't give a fuck who you are, man. Take this fucking money and get the fuck out of here. Right? They're gonna tell you that in their face, homie. Right? Because their parents are suffering. You can't just be paying their bills knowing their son is out there doing time. You know what I mean? Because the motherfucker was true to the cause. Because there ain't no rats in this game and this team, Holmes. This team don't snitch. This team does time, Holmes. It's just the way we go. You know what I mean? The parents don't give a fuck about that OG mentality. They're like, fuck you and your codes. Right? You know what I mean? This is plain and simple, Holmes. It's plain and simple. They don't give a fuck. They're not even scared about you, Holmes. This shit. They might be even suicidal. Like, fucking do something there. They might even want to take you out. You might never know. Right? So you got to respect them. Be like, fuck, Holmes. You got to understand, Holmes. Well, what can you do to help those good parents? You know what I mean? If you're doing bad, don't approach them with money and waving it like thinking money can solve their fucking sadness. You know what I mean? Because they're good people. But if you do good, if you're a good person, you start doing good in life, and you come back to them, you're like, look, I'm doing good. All right, look, now I'm doing good. Now I'm trying to do this. Now I'm gonna change. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna try to do good in memory for your child. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're still alive. You know what I mean? It'll be like, at least, you know what I mean? What can they do to help you out in the good way? They'll accept you. They'll talk. They'll feel at least proud of you a little bit. It'll at least make them feel a little bit. They took part in, and maybe you wanted to change. Because you feel sad. You told them, look, it breaks my heart. I want to do good. You know what I mean? And I want to take care of you guys, or I want to at least pay you guys a visit or whatever. But in order to be in that position, you got to be doing good. So in order to help those parents not doing good, you do good. You do good. It'll help them a little bit. Trust me, it'll help them a little bit. Knowing that you're doing good. At least you're doing good. You know what I mean? So that's what I was saying. It breaks my heart to see parents worry about their children who are locked up. It's pretty much what I was talking about right now, right? The bullet points that I'm going over with, right now. So it kills me to see parents that miss their children who have departed as well. I kind of also mentioned this. And let's see, what is the next one? It makes me so mad when I see stupid people treat their parents like shit. I mean, I was also talking about that. It makes me mad. It makes me so mad when I see these idiots taking advantage of their parents, not paying the bills. You know what I mean? Maybe they're living in the same house and they're not just, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about, like, if you got a young child, you know what I mean, first jobs, you don't want to charge them rent, right? You save their money. Trust me, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about when you're leeching, when you're a grown-ass man, when you got your kids in your mom's house and shit, and you're just waiting, you know what I mean? You're taking over. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Maybe you work at the family business, and instead of helping the business grow, all you're doing is taking money out of it. You know what I mean? It doesn't really make sense. And why would you call it a family business if you're just leeching off it? You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things in this world, you know what I mean, that kind of makes me mad when I know how children, grown-ass men, in particular, take advantage of their parents, specifically knowing that they're old. Like, when are you going to start fucking, taking care of your own business, Holmes? Take care of your own shit, you know what I mean? Like, when the fuck are you going to grow up? When the fuck are you going to fucking, you know what I mean? It's just like, damn, Holmes, it's like you're living like a grown-ass baby. Like a grown-ass baby, you know what I mean? The world doesn't work that way. You have to take care of your own responsibilities. You have to pay your own bills. So, I mean, everybody pays rent. Right? Everybody pays rent. You know what I mean? You can't get a free ride, homie. You just can't get a free ride. It's not gonna. You see, the thing is, it's not about what the fuck I think. It's not about what the fuck society thinks. It's about what karma thinks, homie. What goes around comes around. If you're just leeching, taking advantage, and then you're not gonna get that good luck. You're not gonna win a lottery ticket. You're gonna remain stuck in that miserable life, right? With those same problems, and they're gonna keep repeating over and over because you're making the same mistakes, right? Because you're not contributing to your own karma. You're not contributing to yourself. You're not putting in the work for yourself to fucking have to gain something out of it, to claim something out of it, to exclaim and yell and say, "Where's my piece of the pie? God damn it! I made this fucking pie. Don't I deserve a piece of the motherfucking pie? When I fucking baked the pie, I baked the fucking pie. I brought the ingredients. I bought the ingredients. I mixed the motherfucker. Right? I preheat the motherfucking oven. I put the fucking pie in the motherfucker. Where's my slice of pie? Right? But if you didn't do anything of those steps that I just mentioned to make that motherfucking pie, and you go, "Where's my slice of pie?" Motherfucker, you don't get no slice of pie. Where the fuck were you when I was on cracking the eggs and mixing the motherfucking batter? Come on, man. You didn't even fucking add a little fucking pinch of sugar or nothing in this bitch, Holmes. You could at least throw a little dash of sugar. Where the fuck was in your little dash of sugar? Huh? You could at least fucking, toss me the milk. At least pass me the motherfucking butter. But you didn't do nothing. I asked you to turn the motherfucking oven on, preheat the motherfucker, and you forgot, right? So how can you want a piece of pie? You see the difference here? I don't know what the fuck I went on with pie. Maybe I'm a little hungry. You know what I mean? I'm gonna die, home. That's the thing. When you guys, I'm gonna diet, bro. I don't really go on strict diets, but right now I'm gonna admit to you, I'm on a strict diet. I'm trying to get my bricks back. And you know how Thanksgiving is coming, so I'm trying to really like lose some weight. So when the Thanksgiving comes, I could just like eat really good at Thanksgiving and go back to burning it off. You know what I mean? So right now, like everything sounds like food. I don't know if I've been talking about food lately, but I just kind of caught myself talking about the pie and shit. I want to make, you know what I mean? But it's the truth, Holmes. If I make a pie, I expect to get a fucking slice out of the motherfucker, Holmes. But, you know what I mean? If I'm on a diet, and if I know that the pie might be bad for me right now, then why the fuck would I want to be taking someone's pie that deserves the pie? You know what I mean? When I know that I'm not supposed to be in there. You know, why the fuck would you live like that? Knowing you're not supposed to be disrespecting your parents, knowing you're not supposed to be, taking advantage of, knowing that you're supposed to be growing and helping and investing. Instead, what you're doing, the opposite. You know what I mean? It's like you're going on a diet from succeeding by yourself. It's like you're taking that away from yourself. It's like me trying to eliminate all the junk food. You're eliminating all your good possibilities. You're eliminating any chance you have of becoming a man, right? You're going on a diet of responsibility. Like I'm gonna go on a responsibility diet. No responsibilities for the next 2 months, right? Like no more responsibilities as a man, no more worries as a man. You know what I mean? For the next 2-3 months, 2-3 years, come on, man. You can't fucking go on a diet when it comes to responsibilities and shit like that, bro. A lot of motherfuckers are doing it. A lot of motherfuckers will be like, I'm taking even when it comes to your freedom. You know what I mean? I'll be like, I know if I do this, I might go to jail. And and it's not even meant for you. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. It's just fucking weird sometimes, bro. This life ain't for you guys, homie. Right? You're gonna be making your mama cry and shit, bro. It makes me sad and mad and all that when I see all that, homes. So I know. I think that was the last bullet point. It is the last bullet point that I noted there. So let me go back to the top because I was gonna just like go over what I was gonna talk about, and I kind of focus more on each bullet point that I usually do. So I might have changed my particular style, but even though my styles, in this particular videos are changing, they are. You can see those of you who have been subscribed to me from the beginning. You'll know that my first videos were nothing about partying. Right, but I was partying with the ladies out there in the university and college. I was graduating from community college. Then I went and got my bachelor's, and I did my master's, going on my way to my PhD. So different, you know what I mean? My parents, you know what I mean? They kind of didn't really mind. You know, like I said in the beginning, I'm in love with you, Holmes. I'm just climbing and rising and celebrating. I deserve what I'm, you know, if I'm, it's like I deserve that piece of the pie. Well, so sometimes there was like 2 or 3, you know, like 2, 3 slices at once, you know. But I deserve the 2, 3 slices at once, homie, because those chicks were fine. I'm a motherfucker too, homie. You know what I mean? Sharing is caring. Right? Some of the experiences I just might have had, homie. It's just the way it goes, bro. It's just the way it goes. If you deserve, you know, 3 slices of the pie, then you deserve 3 slices of the pie. If you deserve 1, then you get 1. All right? But kind of, you know, but I'm still hungry, bro. But the point is, when I was making if you're there from the beginning of my videos, it was all about partying with the girls in school and stuff like that. So, and then it changed. I got serious. I settled down. You know what I mean? I focused. You know what I mean? I started all over in a lot of things in life. Homes, don't get me wrong. Homes, a lot of things I kept conservative. But I made some changes in my life, right? So I had to settle down. And I kept it all boxing. And those of you who are still subscribed with the boxing, you know that those videos, I was getting thousands and hundreds of views per video. You know, but I lost touch. I lost interest. I lost the taste, the happiness of just talking about boxing. Yeah, and I could have been talking. I could have been doing my rounds, my punch for punch kind of boxing, you know, through the fights. But it was just not there anymore, man. Because boxing is my hobby. Boxing is what I was doing just to relax after my responsibilities, my time off and everything, huh? But every day, Holmes, I still struggle, Holmes. Every day out there, I see the struggle. Every day out there, Holmes, I see people suffering, Holmes. Out there, every day, Holmes, I get my heart broken here and there, Holmes. You know what I mean? I still have love for my community, Holmes. I have a lot of love for the people. Otherwise, I wouldn't be making these movies. Or videos, I should say. Right? I wouldn't be making these type of fucking videos. Why? Because I wouldn't care about it. But when Black Lives Matter hit, you know, everybody kind of woken up a little bit. And if you guys see my videos, I was already talking about how, you know, my community was all, you know, hardcore and shit, you know, similar things, police killing unarmed people and stuff like that. So it hit home. You know, it hit home. It hit my community. And I kind of focused, you know, I wanted to make it about positive. Motivation, inspiration, and it totally took away about 90% of my views, and I lost a lot of subscribers too, Humps. But even though it took away so many subscribers, and even though it reduced the view counts on my videos, it makes me happy. It really makes me happy. I feel happier doing this, even though it's less people are watching, but it makes me happy knowing that those who are watching are serious enough to at least take what I'm saying into consideration, because I know at least one of them is going to do something with it. And it's different, because I'm out here living the same way. But I'm turning what makes me happy. See, I'm out here in the streets, don't trying to do good now, man. I'm trying to do good now, man. See, I'm doing good now, and now I can return and be like, okay, well, you might not want to talk to me a few years back. You know what I mean? But now that I'm doing really good, you know, I feel glad that you're talking to me now. You know what I mean? And that's how it is in the streets, Holmes. And so I'm out here in the streets trying to do good. You know what I mean? It's been a lot of years out here since I've been moving in the right direction. You know what I mean? I still have my respect. I still have my love for the community. You know, and people don't gotta. They don't have to fear you to respect you. You know what I mean? And you have to earn that. You have to earn it on so many different levels. But when you have it, when you earned it, you want to keep it, right? And you might want to even share it and teach it. But when it came to my YouTube channel, Holmes, boxing is just not there for me no more. It's just, it became old. It's a sport. It's a sport. It doesn't really matter, Holmes. It's a sport. It's a job. It's like if I'm cheering for an engineer, you know, to accomplish his machine. If I'm cheering for Like, I appreciate the champions who have succeeded what they do just as much as I appreciate my professors, my OGs, my father, those in my community who have gone way beyond the call of their duty. Those who have accomplished so many things for the great benefit, not only of themselves, but for the community or the country or the business or whatever. So I'm inspired by so many people. So I just can't focus on one inspiration called boxing when so many things out there inspire me. And sometimes, most of the time, I'm just so busy. If I'm with my children, I'm speaking about being a parent, right? When I'm at work, I'm speaking about being an employee, a researcher, right? An intern. When I'm out there in the university, I'm talking about being a student, or the teacher's assistant, or the laboratory, or whatever. Do something, but I'm out there, talking about that. I'm not talking about boxing while I'm in school. I'm not talking about boxing when I'm with the lady. I'm not talking about. There's so many things. I'm not talking about these type of videos when I'm thinking about some formulas or homework, or when I'm talking to my pops about life. I'm not really talking about this right here, right now. Whatever I'm doing, if I'm with my children, again, I'm taking care of my business with my children. If I'm at school, I'm doing what I got to do at school. So when I come home, I want to just open up, freestyle, speak freely, live, uncut, and direct, right here, right now, what I'm doing right now. And now that I'm home, it's the weekend, so I'm off of the weekend. But now that I'm home, I'm relaxing in my office chair. And I want to speak in the middle of the night, even though there's nobody really physically next to me, but I know through social media, by the end of the day, there will be at least 20 viewers who will listen to me. So me coming here at the end of the day, or whenever I have chance, and I make this video and I open my mouth, what's going to come out is what I'm feeling. Right? It's what I'm feeling. What I'm feeling right now is not boxing. Yes, I watched the Terrence Crawford versus Kell Brook fight with my pops. We watched the previous fight that was controversial with the jab in the eye, whether it's a headbutt or not. Right? We watched that. I don't want to talk about that. I don't feel like talking about that. But I had a beautiful time with my pops watching the fight, talking about the fight. We're laughing, talking about it, even strategies. Who should fight next? Should it be Bud Crawford or Errol Spence or Manny Pacquiao? So we trust me, we're diehard boxing fans. It was beautiful. My kids and everything running around, my moms and everything. It was beautiful. All my nephews were there. So it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing, I feel like coming and talking about that. I took care of that. I took care of all that. That was a good day, Holmes. But I can't go to sleep and erase the fact that what I saw today is what I see on a weekly basis of parents walking around by themselves because either their only child or one of their children is either locked up, dead, or lost. Lost in the drugs, lost in the violence, lost in the bullshit, lost with the bad crowd, lost with that, bitch ass, no good woman just destroying his soul, destroying their mind, destroying his body, just corrupting them, deteriorating them, turning into a piece of shit. And there's nothing really that nobody could do except themselves. Right? But it breaks my heart, bro. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to see the people. When I was a kid, when I was growing up, I would see these elders, like the parents of my friends. I would see the parents of my friends. And if I close my eyes, if you close your eyes when you were a child, imagine, just do this for a second. Close your eyes and imagine when you were a kid the parents of your friends. How do they look? You know, they really weren't that old, were they? They really didn't look that tired, did they? Do you remember them walking, standing, or laying down of exhaustion? Do you remember them healthy or reaching Alzheimer's? Do you remember those parents of your friends? You know what I mean? Talk to you guys, warning you guys, maybe telling you, hey, slow it down, don't do this, or laughing, playing ball, watching them barbecuing, right? You know what I mean? Some music or something. Do you remember any of this kind of like that? Or do you remember them crying, sad, face all wrinkled and old and looking down at the ground, and then just they talk to you in their mouth, they don't even brush there's just nothing there. Do you remember them like that? How do you remember them? How? If you see the change happening, what do you do to stop it? You know, there's nothing you can do to stop it. Then what the fuck, Holmes? If you ain't human, it ain't gonna break your heart, is it? But if you're a real man, if you're a real OG, if you experience and live this and see it, it's gonna hurt your heart, homie. It's gonna hurt you inside. You might want to do something like talk about it, like let it out. Like, I can't go to sleep. And at least try to remind somebody or make somebody aware that your parents are going to become old and tired and sad and depressed because you're going to fuck up, homie. Because you're going to go to jail, or you're going to get addicted to these drugs or this alcohol that you keep sipping, homie. You're going to lose yourself, right? You might be doing criminal activity and it might just cost you some freedom. You might get embarrassed and embarrass your parents over some dumbass shit. You might be living a normal life, but your temper might get you in trouble. You might be getting fired or something, and then you just might be, I don't know, just whatever the fuck is going on in your life, homie. Think about your parents, for crying out loud. At least for once in your lifetime, homie. Think about your parents. So let me go over the bullet points, because that pretty much summarizes the beginning of it, right? Of the title. Because I said I was going to go over I was going to go over the bullet points, and I was going to talk about them. And then here we are again, back to the beginning, right? It's pretty much what I was talking about. Many good parents cry alone, right? But do you love your parents or not? If you don't love your parents, bro, if you don't love your parents, I do mean we good people. You know what I mean? Good people out there know when people don't love their parents. We could see it. Like we're gonna side with the parents rather than with the homies. Side with the parents rather than with a sibling. Side with the parents over a family member, a friend, whatever. But you know, when the parents are good and the children are a piece of shit, it has to be said. Do you love your parents? Do you love them? We know when you don't love them. We know when you're taking advantage of them. We know when you're using them. And we know when you're only around for a loan or a credit, you know what I mean? A sign for a credit score or some shit. I don't know. Well, we know, you know, you're probably there because you're hungry, trying to leech the fucking fridge. We know, you know, you ain't paying the bills, you got evicted, you want to come back home. Don't pay your rent. You know what I mean? We know you're gangbanging, trying to hang out there and, you know, putting everybody's life in there because you're gangbanging. You know what I mean? Some weirdo shit. We know you're there, you ain't paying rent, you ain't helping now. You're using, you know, your parents' income, source of income, you know, to leech off it. You ain't contributing to your parents' source of income with their retirement. You're basically taking away from their retirement fund. You know, whatever they're working for, instead of saving up, you know, I mean, you keep leeching from them and taking from them and using their establishment like their house and not pay rent. Eat their food and not pitch in. Get a slice of the pie when you ain't even help make the motherfucker, huh? You know, mom always makes the best food too, bro. Mama shit, man. My mom makes some good food too, you know what I mean? And she makes like great food, like enchiladas, pozole, and everything like that, bro. I'm getting hungry again, bro. Why am I talking about mom making food? I think I'm just hungry, right? I think that, yeah. Mom makes good food, bro. You know, my mom makes good food and shit, bro. My old lady makes good food too and shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, food is good, bro. Fucking diet. I'm on a diet. These diets sucks. Hey, but you gotta remain strong, huh? Ain't nothing new. But you know what? Anybody want to hold me up and challenge me? My New Year's resolution is to have my breaks by then, right? Not to start working out on January. No, no. My New Year's resolution is that on January 1st, I'm gonna have my breaks. Like when January 1st hits, I'm gonna look at the mirror and be like, how close did I get? Right? I got pretty close. It's not close enough, right? But you know how some people say like, well, my New Year's resolution is to start working out and lose some weight. Like, no, that shit started, a while back for me. You know what I mean? But I kind of injured my knee a couple months ago, and um, did I mention on this in my video? I know I mentioned it on the MXPC. My daughter, I had my leg up on the coffee table, and we were watching TV, and I was reading. You know what I mean? I was reading my book while we're watching TV. I had my leg stretched out, and I didn't even see it coming, bro. I didn't even see it coming. And I got a little Superman flop, like a belly flop right on my knees, like almost bending it backwards, bro. You know what I mean? So she caught one of the legs more than the other one. You know what I mean? But damn, for like 2 months, for that, I had to go to the doctor and check it out. You know what I mean? Hyperextended, nothing torn, just very hyperextended. You know, it got really sore. And I was like, damn, bro. And it was just like, I took like a solid month off because I couldn't walk, Holmes. I could walk. I'm exaggerating. But like when I took a month off, I didn't go for the jog. I stopped going to the gym for a whole month and shit. You know what I mean? I just started jogging again. This is my second day. I just started the jogging. Just started moving. I just started jogging very slowly. You know what I mean? I'm like rusty. Not rusty, but, taking it slow. I don't want to re-injure anything. You know what I mean? Because she did fuck me up, bro. She did fuck me up. Nothing major. She didn't really tore anything, but for a good month, for that first week, oh, yeah, I couldn't walk. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. For that first week, it was really bad, bro. It was bad enough that I had to go check it out. I was like, oh, no, it was hyperextend, your knee. Luckily, your knees are pretty strong, but they just, braced it up and for a nice little week after that. And then I limped for like the third week, took it easy on the fourth week. This fifth week, I just started jogging. But meanwhile, I decided, well, if I can't go for a jog, if I can't really, put a lot of pressure on my knee, might as well go on a strict diet. You know what I mean? Might as well go on a strict diet and at least keep my mission in progress. But I kicked up my diet big time. You know what I mean? Like, meaning it's really strict. It's really strict. And I'm hungry, bro. Shit, I'm gonna go a little bit hungry. I'm gonna drink some water before I go to sleep. I'll probably drink a tea, but still water with a fucking tea bag in that motherfucker, right? So it's still water. So I'm gonna drink some hot tea, and that's it, man. Just drink some hot tea with some nutrients in there, and something my mom told me, you know what I mean? The teas are good for you, certain kind of teas. Some help you relax, some help you, a little bit energize, some, like clear your throat, if you got some sinus or a headache or some stress. There's different kind of teas and my mom, will recommend and shit, you know what I mean? I love my mom, homes. Right now I'm blessed. I want to thank God that my parents are still alive, that I can still hug them and talk to them and spend some time with them, that I can at least make time, you know what I mean? I feel like I made what do they say, Holmes? I made my peace, Holmes. I feel like I made my peace with God, Holmes. Like, I feel like I know I made my peace in the streets and my business, and I know everything's going good in my trajectory and getting my PhD. I know I made my peace and everywhere, you know what I mean? So I'm right now, Holmes, I'm like a fresh man, Holmes. I'm like a fresh man. Like, it's a new life, Holmes. I'm starting I've been living different kind of lives, even though I've been living in the same spot, Holmes, going through different phases, different jobs, I would say, Holmes, different experiences. You know what I mean? But I always been climbing, as weird as it may seem. I always been climbing, Holmes. And it's just right now, this is where I'm at right here, Holmes. I'm so glad that my parents are here. I hope you guys are so glad that your parents are still alive, man. You motherfucking piece of shit bastard motherfuckers out there, Holmes. Your parents still alive, man. Man, tomorrow when they wake up, just hug them, bro. Hug them. Fucking hug your parents, man. Fucking hug your pops, man. Your pops needs love too, G. When's the last time you gave the old man a fucking kiss on the forehead or on the cheek, Holmes, or just fucking hugged his ass and just said, man, fuck pops, I love you, man. I just out of nowhere, Holmes, I hug my mom every time I see her, Holmes, you know what I mean? My pops, you know what I mean? Not as much, Holmes, but I do, Holmes, you know what I mean? My mom might do more, you know what I mean? I just But there's some people who will never hug their parents, bro. Some parents will never hug their children. You know what I mean? So tomorrow when you wake up, Holmes, I want you to hug your parents, Holmes. Tell them you love them, bro. Don't be a pussy. Bitch ass motherfucker. Man, I wish I could fuck you up, Holmes. I wish I could kick you in the ass as hard as I can, homie. And be like, hug your motherfucking pops and mom, motherfucker. Just hug them, you little bitch ass punk. You ain't gonna come out of the house and you fucking hug them. You know what I mean? You don't live with your parents, let's go pay them a visit. Come on, man. Get out of the fucking car, go there, fucking hug them and kiss them and shit. Do something for them, Holmes. Man, I wish I could fucking just hit somebody straight in the chest, Holmes, like a nice fucking punch, Holmes. Like, oh, motherfucker, like, what the fuck up, man? Like, I swear, Holmes, I wish I could just choke somebody damn near to death, Holmes, until they fucking almost stop fucking breathing. And I'd be like, you ready to visit your parents? Like, yeah, like, oh yeah, go for it, Holmes. All right? I just wish I could just wake motherfuckers up, Holmes, and make them realize, Holmes, that God, you gotta show some love to your parents, bro. Just fucking tell them, bro. It's not their birthday. It's not Christmas. It's just a regular day to tell them you love them, Holmes. What the fuck's wrong with these motherfuckers nowadays, Holmes? Who cares, bro? Who cares if the homies are watching? Who cares if your old lady's watching, your kids are watching, Holmes? Who cares if you put your head on your pop's shoulder, Holmes, and you just hug them? And just tell them something, bro. Your mom or something. Just a little kiss and shit. Just spend some time or something, you know what I mean? I don't know, bro. And if you do it every day, just do it again. They might be used to that one hug before you leave, but like, you know what? Let me get another one. Let me get just one more before I leave. You know what I mean? Be like, oh shit. Yeah, I usually get one, but two. You know what I mean? At least give an extra one, Holmes. Change it up a little bit. If you ain't married, Holmes, perfect time for you to be practicing how to spread the love and keep the love working and moving and progressing in your life when you get married with your wife and kids. And you might want to change it up a little bit. You guys ever heard about that? How the man is supposed to be changing it up a little bit to spice up the marriage with the wife and shit like that? You know what I mean? Same thing with the parents, Holmes. You know, you show your love a little bit. You know what I mean? How about the chores here and there, Holmes? Before they ask you, you should do it. Wash their car, Holmes. If they got a car, just wash it for no reason, Holmes. When they get in the car, be like, fuck, did somebody wash my car? Yeah, it fucking looks clean, you know what I mean? You see that your parents drive off with the car with some bird stains on it, huh? How the fuck you gonna let your pops or your moms drive around with the car that's got bird stains all over the motherfucker, huh? Man, you bitch ass motherfuckers, huh? I never let my mom or my dad drive around their cars. My mom got her car, my dad has a car. You know what I mean? I never let them. My dad got several of them. I'm not gonna lie and say I watch all his motherfucking cars, huh? My dad got a bunch of, you know what I mean? But his daily driver, huh? I'll drive it, you know what I mean? I might even ask him. He knows what I'm doing too. Like, hey, Paul, let me borrow your car for a second. And he knows I'm gonna watch the motherfucker. Huh? Right? I might go to the store and come back. I'll wash and shit. If I don't wash it, I usually wash my cars hand washed. Huh? They don't take me too long, huh? Right? But he knows what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean? But he don't ask for it. So you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? I don't know, bro. Some shit like that, bro. I might go to the house and visit my mom and shit. Huh? The car's all fucking ugly out there. I'll be like, before I get in, you know what I mean? She'll come out like, you were out here? I didn't know you were out here. She tell me in Spanish and shit, but you know what I mean? She'll offer me some food and shit. Well, I make some something to eat, you know what I mean? I make some enchiladas or something, or you know what I mean? And she'll put me inside, you know what I mean? And I'll be like, I'll go in there a minute. Let me just finish washing your car, mom, you know what I mean? Wash your car really nice and everything, you know what I mean? Get in there and she'll be clean or something. I'll take out the garbage for her. You know, mom's always clean. Sit down and have a little talk, about whatever, just something funny or just, I don't know, just whatever and shit. Probably eat something, you know what I mean? That's my mom's, homes. She makes some good food too, bro. Like sometimes, bro, like shit, she's the one telling me how to make some shakes, bro. You know what I mean? She makes some killer shakes too, bro. Like, I'm not talking about no ordinary shakes. I mean, she like she has a nice touch to making some, vanilla shakes or banana shakes or strawberry shake, but she has her own little thing. I don't want to, give her her recipes on, but you know what I mean. But she makes, you know what I mean. She calls it licuado. I mean, but she makes some good licuados too. I'm not talking about food. I'm still talking about food, huh? Damn it. You know what I mean. But maybe I should keep it moving with the. I think I kind of went off topic and shit, huh? I'm talking about food and my mom. I just love my mom. I love motherfucker. You should hug. I don't know how far I went off on food and shit, homes. I don't know how much I was. I apologize, Holmes, but I really want to tell you this, Holmes. I think I knew what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that if you don't fucking hug your mom, I wish I could kick your motherfucking ass, Holmes. If you don't tell your pops you love them, I wish I could fucking give you a slap across your face, homie. I wish I could. See, if you want to chill with the dude and hang with the dude, you better show some love for your parents, homie. You can't be the dude's homie. You can't be kicking it with the dude. You can't be fucking chilling with the dude and partying with the dude, and you don't love your mom or your dad, Holmes. It's just that won't ever happen, Holmes. We could be chilling in the mansion and shit, on my yacht. You know what I mean? We could be cruising in the fucking Lamborghini, and as soon as I find out, homie, you ain't fucking loving and respecting your parents, I'll be breaking that motherfucker in the middle of the highway, Holmes. Open the door, get the fuck out of my ride, Holmes. Just get the fuck out of my ride, homie. And you know what? You got a phone? Yeah. Call your parents, Holmes. Fuck it, I'll just take off, Holmes. You know what I mean? I'll be in the middle of my yacht, homie. I'll be like, you know that little lifesaver right there? You better wrap that shit around your waist, homie, because you ain't fucking cruising with me no more, homie. I'll be in my private jet, homie. I'll be opening that fucking hatch, homie. But you see that fucking parachute right there? You better fucking learn how to jump. And you pull it. When you get around 1,200 feet, you better pull that motherfucker. All right? You're not going to be kicking it with the dude, homie. You're not going to be in my party, homie, fucking having a good time and shit. That music will stop. I'll get the microphone like, that motherfucker don't love his mom and his pop, so I'm going to get that motherfucker out of my house immediately. Right? Put you in the spotlight, homie. You cannot be taking the picture with the dude, Holmes, throwing the peace sign and shit, Holmes. And be kind of yourself, yeah, party and kicking with the OGs, Holmes. Shaking the dude's hand and everything, Holmes. And you don't love your mom and your pop, so you be making me look bad. You be making me look bad. That'd be like some false advertisement or some shit, homie. Because everybody in the picture with the dude, Holmes, everybody right there, Holmes, in that motherfucking party having a good time, everybody right there, Holmes. If you focus in the background, their parents are partying too, chilling, having a good time, Holmes. With the big old love sign and everything, be like, I love you too, Holmes. You know what I mean? It's sad, Holmes. It's just the bottom truth, Holmes. It's the bottom line, Holmes. You gotta love your folks, but you kicking it with the dude around here, Holmes. That's what I meant about fucking how will you remember your parents? How will your parents remember you? What can we do to help those good parents? It's pretty much what I've been talking about, right? Reminding the homies to show the love, demand the respect of the parents, remind the youth that if they fuck up, their parents are gonna get old, miserable, and sad, and alone, wandering the world, unprotected. You know what I mean? You could be a hard ass, yeah, man. You know, I could kick anybody's ass. You know, I did some time. I'm with the homies on the streets. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about the cops or whatever, homes, this and that. But your parents are alone, homes. There's somebody breaking in the house, and you can't even do shit about it, right? Or your mom or your dad might be getting mugged in the street. Might be getting sucker punched, or you know, all these weirdo motherfucking people just randomly sucker punch people, or they mug people, or they become racist, and then they start, go back to Mexico, go back to Africa, you know what I mean, or whatever, you know what I mean, making fun of their religion or some shit. All alone. They might be going to church alone. They might be eating alone. They wake up alone. They go to sleep alone. They go to work. Nobody talks to them because they just see them all depressed. They got no positive vibes in them. So nobody wants to hang with your parents anymore because everybody's having a normal life and your parents are just sad and depressed. And nobody wants to hang with no depressed person. So now they're just alone at work. They're alone in the public. They're alone at the house, right? They can't call nobody because your ass is locked up. That call is too expensive, right? Or whatever, Holmes. You're fucking it all up, Holmes. You're fucking it all up, dog. Right? It breaks my heart to see parents worry about their children who are locked up. And it kills me to see parents that miss their children who have also departed. But it makes me so mad when I see stupid people, treating their parents like shit. Which is why I wish I could just fuck them up, Holmes. Check them. Because checking is fundamental. You got to check them out, fucker, Holmes. It helps society, Holmes. So this video is just about parents, good parents. What can we do? You know what I mean? What should we do? What should we be doing? You know what I mean? To make sure that our society progresses. But then again, it is what it is, Holmes. We're going to be doing whatever the fuck we're going to be doing. Those might listen, those might not. Take it for granted. Take it in vain, you know what I mean? those might take it into consideration and might do something with it. And for those who will spread these good vibes, you know what I mean, or decide not to, at least show some love to your parents. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. This is a Motivate by El Dude channel. You're all welcome to listen to this. Thank you. Those of you who did, will, in the future, will comment in the comment section below. Appreciate all that. Hit the bell icon so you can be reminded of these upcoming videos of El Dude. Share and like the video. Subscribe. And you know what? Because this video, you know, it has a lot of I invested in this channel, not specifically in my video. Here, maybe I should make this visible here so you can understand what I'm talking about. I guess maybe more of an announcement. I should make an announcement. I'm thinking of opening up a new channel. I'm thinking of opening up a new channel because this one, I have a lot of money invested in this channel, and I'll show you what I mean by having the money invested in this channel. And if I go here, let's see your movies, view all, I would put. So, I mean, I have, let me see if I could do this. What happened here? Oh, I see what I did. I opened up a different tab, and for a second I thought I deleted the Streamlab. But I want to share my screen to show you what I mean about. So as you can see here, let me scoot this over. So these are pretty much all the movies that I have in my YouTube channel. I have almost 100 movies in my channel. You see that? So I have 100. So think about that for a second. I have 100 movies. So, and they're not free. You know what I mean? And the reason I pay for these movies because I'm on the road. You know, I got things. You know, sometimes with my children, I'm traveling or I'm commuting from my responsibilities, my research, my labs, or my business, whatever I'm fucking doing, my school, my education, whatever. You know what I mean? And then you don't always have all the movies you want to watch on Netflix, all these apps, whatever. So, if you buy a movie, you could watch it at any time, you know what I mean? So, so I have a collection of a lot of favorite movies. So I guess back to the point that I was talking about was how I'm thinking of opening up a new channel just because I don't want to risk having this channel deleted and losing all these movies that I have invested in, and you know what I mean? As you can see, I have definitely invested in this channel. I mean, I don't know how much money, some movies cost $14, $10, $5. Some cost $20 if they're new releases. You know what I mean? And so I definitely don't want to risk getting a strike. And there's times where I have gone strikes, and before I have gone the channel deleted, and because I have other channels that have been deleted and lost all my content, it worries me that I will lose my investment. So I'm seriously considering opening up a new channel. I don't know what I'm gonna title it, if I should even keep the same title, the same content. But coming to YouTube and see, I have turned YouTube into my hobby. It doesn't take away my responsibilities. It doesn't take away from me being a parent. It doesn't take away from me, progressing and trying to finish my PhD. It doesn't take away from my responsibilities or anything. You know what I mean? It really doesn't. It's basically my hobby, right? So my hobby is supposed to be entertaining and fun, right? It's supposed to be something that, and at the same time, it should be, somewhat beneficial. It should at least mean something, right? It should at least mean something. And so coming to YouTube and talking and joining these panels, it's entertaining for me. It's like a stress reliever. It gets me out of my ordinary life. It takes me away from my ordinary life, right? It takes me away from my responsibilities. It's just different than what I'm supposed to be doing. It's just my hobby. It's my time off. Talking about sports, boxing. It's not my. It's just a hobby. Making videos is just a hobby. And I like it. I started to like it. You know what I mean? And so I'm seriously considering, for the sakes of my investment that I've showed you on my movies that I've bought here, for this, just for the sakes of my investment, because I have to protect my investment as well. I am gonna start a new channel. I'm gonna start a new channel. I'm gonna experiment because this channel is already this channel, right? However, I'm gonna leave this channel as it is. These videos are gonna exist. They're gonna remain. Or I'm also considering, closing the channel down and just transferring these videos into my new channel, right? Just like kind of like a copy and paste kind of thing. You know what I mean? Just download and upload them on my new channel, so they could, and just start fresh in that channel. And if it gets deleted, I won't have to worry about any movies getting deleted, because I have, over the years, trust me, over the years, I have, damn near 100 movies. It adds up. It adds up. Trust me. It adds up. Trust me. It adds up. So I don't want to lose. I just showed you. It's the proof, right? I'm sure. At least I show you the proof that I'm not lying to it. So I don't want to lose. I don't know how much money that is. Over the years, it adds up, man. So I don't want to start all over. And yeah, man. So, but the channel that I see, because my life is so interesting too. At the same time, right? I'm doing things with a lot of things that a lot of ordinary people are not. They don't have access to the university, the laboratories, the people that I talk to on a daily basis. People with high IQs and PhDs and just not people that we from the hood don't on an ordinary basis we don't associate with. But these are my friends. These are people, my professors. My associates. Or out here in my community. There's also things that I do out here too. So I speak different languages. I'm also considering, making maybe a Spanish version of this channel, or maybe a channel where I can do a Spanish video of it and then in English. I don't know. So I'm still debating, because I want to have a hobby. I want to continue a YouTube hobby. It doesn't really cost nothing to start a YouTube hobby. I don't have to buy parts. You know what I mean? I don't have to make I don't know. People have different weird hobbies, right? I mean, I go to the gym, but going to the gym is not a hobby to me. It's a lifestyle. Going for an early jog, it's not a hobby. It's a lifestyle. You know what I mean? So a lifestyle is a lifestyle, but a hobby is a hobby, bro. A hobby is a hobby. You know what I mean? And so I don't know, man. I might even make it about cars. I have so much access to cars and or these engineering facilities. I might just want to keep making it about life, motivation, and inspiration. So far, I like what I'm doing. I like what I'm talking, even though I'm not getting no views. You know what I mean? I'm very limited. I love what I do, and it's all about enjoying what you do. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of things that I enjoy that I want to share with you guys. So my channel is, again, I'm going to remind you, it's not about boxing. It's not about, like I said, at first it was about partying with the ladies. Then it was all about boxing. And then it's just kind of switched into this motivation, inspiration thing. You know what I mean? But I like what I'm doing. I like my hobby. You know what I mean? It's just a hobby, and so if I think I will start, maybe I'll finish the weekend. I did open up a channel yesterday, and it has a catchy name to it. You know what I mean? But I'm still messing with the name. I don't want to give up the name just yet, because I don't know exactly because the name is like a universal name. It's not dedicated to like a sport or news or anything, and it's just like a kind of like a more than anything like a phrase, and so it'll fit whatever I want to talk about. You know what I mean? I do go to the beach a lot. That's one thing that someone was mentioning. Can you go to the beach again? And like I go to the beach every fucking just every week. I'm 3 days out of the week. I'm out either doing some research or some on the beach or just having eating out there. So, but the things that we take for granted, a lot of people don't experience, right? There's a lot of ordinary people out there that they just don't experience the beach. So, but it's kind of cold right now. But you know, when it's in the summer, we do boogie board and surf. We got waves. We got professional sized waves out here, and so we do boogie board. We do surf. I'm not a professional surfer. I could, you know, you know, I could ride a wave. You know what I mean? But I am, you know what I mean? It's just ordinary, straight. You know what I mean? Like I can't do no flips or, some crazy old fucking gnarly shit that they do, right? I could boogie board like a motherfucker, right? But a lot of fun things, we do with the family or some shit. You know what I mean? I do, So I don't know. I'm gonna mix it up. I might even get lost from you guys. If you guys, those of you who are hanging around listening to El Dude's videos, who stuck around from the beginning, from my party videos to my boxing videos to now where I'm at. You know what I mean? It's just changing content. You know what I mean? It's changing content, but maybe we could do another channel where the content could remain fluid, not necessarily changing, but more about like an open, more about not a reality show, of course not. Because I want to respect the privacy of my family as well. They don't want to be no fucking YouTubers and shit, right? Actually, as a matter of fact, I don't even allow my children to have social media. You know what I mean? None of them. They never have. They don't have any social media. You know what I mean? But they got used to it because I raised them this way. You know what I mean? They got no Facebook. They got no Twitter. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, their phone is not even a smartphone. Don't get me wrong. They got tablets and laptops and shit like that. Computers in their room, but I don't allow them to mingle in social media. You know what I mean? If they watch YouTube, they're watching it off the smart TV. They're not, you know what I mean? If they want to play video games, they could do it off the Xbox or the PS4 or the PS3, whatever. They got different consoles to choose from, right? Just the way I do it, bro. I was just raised that way. I'm raising them, and when they become mature enough, then if they want to open up a social media, when they're under my rules, it doesn't. It's just gonna go under my rules. Oh, he's mean. He doesn't let them have a YouTube channel. Oh, they can't be on Facebook. I don't give a fuck. If you want your kids out there in social media, on Facebook and all that, then whatever. Huh? That's your business, right? To me, that's child abuse. So I don't know. You could argue what you want. I'll argue against you and whatever the fuck I think. You know what I mean? You don't want to make you don't want to put your children out there and blast and have these weirdo strangers, drooling or doxing your children and harassing you just because you're out there. You know what I mean? Just weirdo motherfuckers out there. I don't know, Holmes. To me, it makes sense. To you, whatever the fuck weirdness makes sense to you is whatever. Whatever. I think I went off on a tangent, but I think I should have. I think I did. I was ending the video and I was talking about a particular topic that, an announcement. I was making an announcement that this Motivated by El Dude will change platforms or change channels. You know what I mean? It will change same platform on YouTube, but a different channel. I might even change the name of this channel just to keep the Motivated by El Dude on another channel. You know what I mean? I don't know. But an announcement coming up for sure. If the videos stop coming in from it, is because I started my new channel. You know what I mean? And I don't know what it's going to be about. If I decide, I'm still, I just, again, you know what I mean? Again, it's just, I'm not, like, boxing is not my life. Talking about this topic does not consume my entire life. So changing these YouTube conversations is okay with me, Holmes. It's I hope it's okay with you guys. and you could unsubscribe, subscribe, stay tuned. But I think I'm gonna make a few more on this channel. I might just leave it with the parents. But the reason I'm making this because I made a video, some round by round fights not too long ago, and I noticed that I had a strike. So there's one strike on my channel right now, and I know you got to get 3. You have to get 3 before your channel gets deleted. But that one strike snuck up on me. It really did because there was some noise in the background. I had some copyright infringement, notifications about the music in the background. It's copyrighted, and so I got lucky. But if they surprise you with these strikes and they just add up to 3, then there goes your channel. You know what I mean? So that one strike that snuck up on me really got me worried. I am gonna start a new channel. I hope you guys will stay tuned. Subscribe to that new channel. Hopefully you'll find it. I just don't know what it's gonna be called. So again, I might make a few more videos in this channel while I work on the title of the other one. I'm seriously considering the bilingual thing, if not just solid Spanish. Just to be more connected to my people, my community. I'm doing it more for my. See, I have love for my people. I have love for my community. I have love for the world, homie. It's just right now I gotta focus directly with my neighbors, my family, my community. My neighborhoods, my city, my county, the Central Coast, and then from there, hopefully, I could be able to help California and the United States become the president of the United States, and and run the country properly. But until then. I got to worry about Salinas, worry about my community, worry about my house, my family, stuff like that, right? So, my mom, my pops, I love them so much. You know what I mean? My family is not just about my kids and my old lady and I got brothers and sisters and cousins and uncles, and you know what I mean? I love my parents. I love them. I love them so much, homes. You know what I mean? And so maybe a channel dedicated to them. Maybe for a while, you know what I mean? Maybe spend a couple of time, months, videos about just old folk video or some shit. I don't know. Nah, but they don't want to be on camera. They told me that a lot of times. I don't know. You know what I mean? I just want to do things that make me happy, that make me smile. And I know starting a new channel is gonna keep me smiling rather than keep me worried. I want to live stress-free. That's the bottom point. I want to live stress-free. I don't want to be worried about my channel getting deleted. I don't want to worry about my movies getting deleted. I don't want to worry about anything. But one thing that, with all due respect, one thing that does not worry me is my YouTube channel. All right. And in the sense of losing subscribers, losing interest, or my topic getting boring. That shit don't fucking bother me. It bothers me if I can lose my YouTube channel and losing my movies. Right? Because I invested in that motherfucker. But I could always start a new channel, right? And start a new topic. You know what I mean? That's even fun for me. That's even kind of like challenging. I brought a channel. My first YouTube channel. It was called boxing commentaries, and that one made it all the way to 17,000 subscribers. Right? I had 17,000 subscribers with the boxing commentaries. When I first started the YouTube thing, and that's when I was coming out of the Boxing Voice. So a lot of those subscribers were from the Boxing Voice. I'm not gonna deny. I was a panelist. I was also coming out on the BDA. So I was coming out on all these boxing. But I'm not gonna lie. The Boxing Voice helped me gain a lot of quick subscribers because I was there. So people would follow me on my channel when I was doing these round by rounds. And so yeah, I had about 17,000 plus subscribers, and then that channel got deleted when it transitioned from Google Plus to Google. I don't know, some weird shit, right? It was like when Google Plus ended. I can't remember. That was some weird Google Plus thing. I lost my channel because of Google Plus, right? They're like, what the fuck? Google Plus took away my channel, right? And it was kind of fucked up. I had to start all over, but I started all over with Boxing Comments. And Boxing Comments made it to like 7,000 subscribers. And but the only reason why the Boxing Comments kind of really hurt me was because I made over 100 freestyle songs. There was a lot of freestyle beats, and there was a made man with his channel. He made some music in his channel, and so I was making music in my channel, and I was making so much music with these songs, and a lot of them were copyrighted, and I lost my channel, and I lost over 100 songs that I just basically uh, worked on. I mean, it takes time to make a song, bro. Make a video. It takes even longer to make a video or edit some shit. Some images in the background. It takes time, bro. So a lot of hours, a lot of music, a lot of shit was lost, bro. On that 7,000. So it didn't hurt me. That when I lost the first channel with 17,000 subscribers, it hurt me. But the one that had 7,000 even hurt me more because I had really put in some fucking work in that one, right? And then I started this one. Well, this one was already like my spare channel, El Dude. Again, I was like having movies. So when I lost those channels, I was like, fuck, I just had my spare, like this personal channel where I got my movies. And I figured, okay, I had this channel where I just been adding movies. And, this is my personal channel, not a boxing channel. El Dude is a personal channel. El Dude is a personal channel. So I just decided to make El Dude. Okay, I'll just start doing El Dude boxing videos and on this channel. Hopefully this one don't get deleted. But then I noticed, wait a minute, I did add movies throughout the years. Maybe I shouldn't start this channel on this channel. You know what I mean? Like I started this channel on this channel because my other two had gone deleted. So when my other two channels got deleted, I came back to my personal channel and decided, well, this one's still working. And so might as well just keep it on this one. But I think that was a bad idea because I now added content to my personal channel, and I hope that content doesn't catch up to me and get future strikes where I'm going to get my channel deleted. So I'm seriously considering what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to transfer the content, transfer a lot of the content from this channel to my new channel, just to avoid a future strike. I might just even leave it all private. I don't know, bro. But I'm it's 100% sure I'm gonna start a new channel. Nothing's 100% sure, right? So I'm gonna say 99.9% sure I'm gonna start a new channel. I have the title phrase right now. I might be changing it a little bit. I don't know if it's what my true focus is. I have to add some background images. I'm still to it, and yeah, so I'm starting a new channel, man, and I'm excited. I'm excited. So I'm excited that my first channel made it to 17,000. My second one made it to 7,000. Both were deleted because of this YouTube bullshit. I'm very excited that this spare tire channel somehow made it to how many subscribers I have now? 300, I believe. 300 and I mean, let me look. Let me look just to be in the short amount of time that I had with the different changes. With the different changes, There's so many changes at the video. I have 384. Oh, so I gained some subscribers. I think I had like 360 the last time I checked. So I think in the last 2 weeks, I might have gained like 20 subscribers. Right. So all my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. But 380 subscribers in a short amount of time with this new topic, so I've only been doing this for about a month with the Motivate by El Dude, this motivation, inspirational. So to know that I have 380 subscribers that are holding on to this motivational, it's almost inspiring. It's motivating, I'm proud of it because this is a harder topic to come across. This kind of channel, this kind of video type of information that I'm releasing is not really what a lot of people out there are looking for. People are looking for news, entertainment. It's very rare that people are looking for a video to get motivated. People usually find their own motivation. They usually got friends and family to help them, support them. So I'm picking up a harder challenge. So knowing that I took this challenge and I even gained subscribers, what I mean, and in a sense, what I mean, it makes me happy. It makes me happy. But I don't want to live with worries. I don't want to live with knowing there's a possibility that my channel's gonna, you know what I mean? And I might get mad. I'm like, damn, I lost so much money. I lost all these movies. You know what I mean? I should have done this. Why didn't I do that? So I'm trying to avoid a headache, man. And I'm trying to press. I'm trying to not press, but I don't want to say press, the wrong word. I'm just trying to. Hopefully, it rubs off on you guys. You know, hopefully, some of these habits of mine rub off on you. You know, I'm trying to avoid a future headache, and and the future headache could be as simple as starting a new channel. A lot of you might be like, "Oh man, the dude already has like 300 subscriptions. He already has a little fan base. Why even let that go? Why start all over?" Like, bro, that's not even important. I don't give a shit what anybody says about me. I give a shit about what I feel about me. If it makes me happy, I want to do it. If it's gonna make me sad, mad, depressed, hurt me, I want to keep my ass away from that shit as far as I can, homie. I don't want nothing to do with any negative vibes. I don't want anything to do with people arguing and screaming. I don't want to have anything to do with any negativity, or I don't want to do with unless I choose to go to like some type of comic debate, some kind of Comedy Central, where I know unless I put myself in that position intentionally. But my normal day life, I want to keep all that shit away from you, homes. Keep that shit away from you, right? You should live like that, homes. Move 10 steps ahead of the game, homie. I mean, I know for a fact, bro, that my dream is not to be a YouTuber. I know for a fact, 100%, that I don't want to sit around and have like 1 million subscribers and be dedicated to the computer. I don't want to do that. I got so much things ahead of me. I got so many important. I'm going for a PhD in life, right? That's taking my whole life away from me. That's taking damn near everything. Yeah, it's taking so much time away from me, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So this is not important to me. What makes me happy is important, and spreading the message is important, and having a stressful time doing it is not going to be part of my equation. So the best thing to do is start a new channel, keep talking about the things that I want to talk about, and it's going to make me happy to see 1 subscriber, 2 subscribers, 3 subscribers, my new content, you know what I mean? My new, you know what I mean? It's just, and trust me, when I get the chat, when I get the channel rolling and going, yes, I'm going to come back and be like, look, my channel's already set. Here's some of the content, some of the videos. I'm going to come back and give you a full update, and hopefully some of these subscribers, some of these 384 subscribers will follow to my new channel. You know what I mean? But for right now, just stay tuned. Stay tuned. You know what I mean? Probably, what a better way to make I guess maybe, if not the last video, one of the last videos about, showing love to our parents, right? I think it adds a nice little touch to the Motivated by a Dude channel. You know what I mean? I think it does, right? It's not about the bitches. It's not about the money. It's not about you. You know what I mean? It's about your parents. It's about the love for our parents, man. Well, can't get any more beautiful than that, in my opinion, homes. You know what I mean? I want to thank everybody for joining in. I think I went over the hour mark that I usually go over. Very passionate topic for me, and I hope it is for you as well. If not, I'll fuck you up. But if you want to subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you want to, feel free to comment below in my comment section in any video. I'm still going to be responding back to those comments. I will be using this channel just to stay in touch, again, to transfer the content. So I'll be definitely going over the channel. But I do want to keep it safe from getting deleted, right? So I don't want to do anything, because I also been noticing that a lot of these panels that I've been joining, they're kind of controversial, and I hope that me joining these controversial panels don't get my channel deleted. You know what I mean? So that way, if I make another channel, hopefully I make another channel where I don't have to risk, worry about a headache. I'm just trying to avoid a headache altogether, bro. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. You know what I mean? It's just that I'm just changing pants, homes. I'm just changing shirts. I'm changing shoes, you know what I mean? I just bought a new car, you know what I mean? Something like that, homes, you know what I mean? It's the same old me, homes. Just some more bling bling, you know what I mean? So just some more bling bling. Well, thanks again, my subscribers. Everybody, stay tuned. It is what it is. I'm just throwing my 2 punches in that life. It's a dude in the house, and I will get you in the next round. Peace.
MK music on the track.